Hello viewers, you're welcome back to Godson Snare Farm. And remember, on this channel we'll teach you two things: what you need to know and what you need to do to be very successful in snare farming business. So if this is your first time of visiting my channel, if this is your first time, please I want you to click on the subscribe button below this video and the bell notification icon, so that whenever I release an awesome video such as this one you are watching, YouTube is going to notify you about it. And also, if you find this video helpful, please I want you to give this video a like so that it will help this video to rank on YouTube. So today I'm actually going to be talking about a lot of questions I've been getting from intended snare farmers whenever I make a video, and on my mail they keep asking which species is the best species to start with when you want to start a snare farming business. Which species? And African giant snare, which species is actually the best among the African giant snares to start with. So I'm going to explain it and show you how you can also identify, because they do ask how can I differentiate, how do I know which one is the this AA species, which one is the AM species. So I'm actually going to differentiate that so that you will know and have a clear understanding and of which one belongs to which category and which one belongs to which species. So if you are ready for the class, let's get started. Okay, you are welcome back. So talking about the best species to start with whenever I want to go to snare farming business. In Africa, there's actually three major species that are very common in Africa, and that three major species is the AM, Achatina marginata, AA, Achatina, and the AF, Achatina fulica. So these are the three major species you can see in Africa. But I'm actually going to be concentrating on two species, because that two species is actually what is common in Nigeria here and I'm from. So I'm going to be talking about these two species that are common in Nigeria, and with these two species is the AM, Achatina marginata, and the AA, Achatina. So talking about the best species to start with among these two species, I will tell you that no species is actually the best. The two species are okay, they lay good number of eggs, they get bigger. All these things are, sometimes you tell some person today this one doesn't get bigger, this one doesn't lay. All these things are based on some factors like how well you feed them with calcium intake. All these things contribute to how big they become and how often they lay eggs. So that doesn't actually make one the best out of the other. So no one is actually the best. The best species that you can actually raise will be determined by your region and your location. Yes, that is the only thing that can determine the best species that you can start with. Let me explain better. Among the AA, which is Achatina, and the AM, Achatina marginata, one is actually most common and mostly found in the eastern part of Nigeria, while the other is mostly found in the western and southern part of Nigeria. Now, which one is found in the western and southern part of Nigeria? The AA, Achatina, is most needed and most commonly found in the western and the southern part of Nigeria, meaning that the demand for AA is very high in the western and the southern part of Nigeria compared to the eastern part of Nigeria. So that simply tells me that if I'm making a market research and survey, because I want to go into snare farming business, so that should give me a clue that the best species for me to start with is the AA. Why? Because I'm in a region where the demand for AA is very high, and you wouldn't want to start your business or your snare farming business, and after the production year, after the snares must have been produced, and you will not see who that is actually going to buy it. So it's like in the western part, we have like if 80% of the farmers are into AA, it's just few that are into AM. But in the eastern part of Nigeria, most farmers, 90% of the farmers are into AM. And the reason is simply because that is what is in demand within their region. That is what the masses needs. So if your customer needs AA and you are farming AM, who is going to buy the AM from you? So that is why I say no species is the best. The best species is actually going to be determined by your region. So, but the best advice I always give my students, I will always tell them that if you are in the eastern part of Nigeria, for instance, where you know that AM is in high demand, so the best thing you can do is to start with AM. But that does not mean that AA is not also needed in that area. But what we are saying is that the demand for AA is very, very low compared to the demand for AM. So the best advice is start with what is actually in demand. Then the one that is, the demand is very low, you can start small. For instance, you can start, if you are starting with 200 pieces of snare, you can decide to start AM 150 because that is what is in demand within your region. Then AA with 50 pieces, so that even if someone visits your farm and asks you, you shouldn't lose the customer because you don't have it at all. So it should be that you also have it, but you don't have it in large quantity. So in order to answer the question of how do I identify this AA species, how do I identify the AM species, I have some snares here that I'm going to be using to differentiate it for you, so that you can be able to know which one is this Agadina marginata we are talking about, which is the AM, and which one is the AA we are talking about. But it's quite unfortunate, what I have here is the AM. I don't actually have the AA in my farm now. So what I have here is the AM. So I'm going to be using this AM to actually show you how you can differentiate the AA from the AM. So this is my AM snare. So how do I know the one that is the AM? The AM have pink color in its edge here. Just as you can see, you are seeing the pink edge in its color. So also, if you come to the down part of it, the bottom side, we see that this place is also what? Pink in color. This place is pink in color. So that is how you know the one that is the AM. So it's only AM that you will see that have this pink color in the edge of it like this, and also the pink color in its buttocks like this. So it's only the AM. So the AA doesn't have this. So how do you know that which one is the AA if you have known this as the AM? The only way you can know the AA is that it doesn't have this pink color in the edge of the mat like this. It doesn't have this pink color in the buttocks like this. But what it has is that this place is long. This place is longer than this AM you are seeing here. So meaning that the buttocks of the AA species snare is very longer than the AM species. So that is the best way you can actually spot which species belongs to AA and which species belongs to AM. So please, if you have any comment, if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. I'm actually going to answer your questions and get back to you. And if you want us to visit your farm or for consultation, advice or anything, please, you will see my number in the screen of this video. You can do well, use it to contact us, and we'll be at your service in training, setting up the farm. If you're having issue in your farm, if you're having mortality or any kind of issues, contact us. We'll tell you the possible remedy that you can utilize and get this solved. So thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Bye.